There's so many things on this bar. I'm going to break something. Oh, okay, we're here. We are live and going, and oh great, it's already muted. People are watching us. That's awesome. Hi.
Oh, hello.
Liz is terrifying.
Listen, this is, I think this was kind of a last minute thing. So I think that the scares are worth getting the work done. I didn't expect it to come out like this.
It's amazing. Like your last minute thing. It's like, oh yeah, I'll throw something together. I'm like, oh, maybe Liz will like throw together a Jedi robe or like put on some green face paint.
Well, you
like,
specifically told me I couldn't wrap my bed sheet around me, so
did I? Maybe. I don't know.
I was like, I have a beige bed sheet. I'm gonna turn into some kind of robe or something. I don't know. And you were like, just like you got to do something big, like something that looks crazy.
I definitely thought I told you the exact opposite, but I had been drinking. So anyway, you did a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. Listen, this is not drugstore drag. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills, baby.
No, you absolutely pulled it out. All right, hello everybody.
Guys.
Thank you for joining us. I feel like we should do our neat intro, but hi, I'm Han Solo.
And I'm Darth Maul.
And this is neat.
It's neat.
This is super neat. Yeah, so we're gonna be making some Star Wars themed cocktails. Please, any questions you have or discussions you want to have in the comments, we'll be joining you. I'm just so happy. I keep looking at you and just getting happy, and it's hard to right now even. I'm so afraid, but I'm so happy too. Anyway.
All right. What will my family say? My phone doesn't even recognize me anymore.
I think gosh, yeah.
Do you want to show us some of your toys? Some of your Star Wars?
Oh, I do. I know. I surrounded myself. I like. Well, this is.
Aww.
This is a Han. That's right. That's right. What else did I? Oh, I got my little BB-8 here.
Oh.
He's remote controlled. He's a.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I have over in the corner. This is important. Now,
yes.
This is the lightsaber I made at the Star Wars land in Disney World. I'm not going to turn it on right now because we took the batteries out because that weird noise it was making in my house like constantly that made me feel haunted.
Was that it?
That was it. It was the lightsaber. But I have a green kyber crystal. I mean, you know, like hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side. But I like having it. Feels good.
Yes.
Yeah, and finally an excuse to use my Star Wars tiki glasses.
Yeah,
we're all gonna have fun. Let's just see. Anybody? Cool. Is that a wig or die? Oh, this is a wig.
It's a very nice wig.
Yeah, it's this is just the trials of an unorganized cosplayer. I have like 5 short brown wigs. You'd think like, oh, you must have so many cool wigs. It's like, no, I just have a lot of slightly different wigs because I can't be happy like unless it's perfect and OCD and yay. So I had like pulled out all of my brown wigs and I had to kind of restyle them and like figure out which one was the one I used for Han Solo because I had like Lance wig from Voltron, and I had a Peter Parker wig, and I had like a good Han Solo and a bad Han Solo. It was just like, let me figure. It was an effort to figure out which one I actually wore.
Is this good Han Solo or bad Han Solo?
This is the good right Han Solo one. The other one was one where I just cut way too close to a wig cap on like a $15 wig, and that's not a thing to do. Anyway, I just I can't stop looking at you. This is my co-host. Good evening. All right, let's get to some cocktails.
Let's do it.
Oh, Sid's here. Yay. Hi, Sid.
Hey, Sid.
I'm glad that Sid's having fun.
Yes, support.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Yay. Should we make cocktails? Should we? I mean, I know we're kind of early for when we usually start.
Yeah, I mean, we can jump right into it, or I don't know. I mean, Liz, are you a big Star Wars fan? I roped you into this, and I think I never asked.
I have seen all of them, and I like them. I don't think that I'm like, I don't think I could hold my own in like a fandom discussion. Like, I definitely have seen the old ones a lot more. I'm very familiar with New Hope and Return of the Jedi and Emperor Strikes Back. And why did I say Emperor? See, I'm getting nervous, guys. My dad was really into it, so we watched a lot of those ones growing up. And he wasn't as into the new ones, so the new episodes. I mean, the newest ones I think are really, really good, but I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble.
Well, I think no, you can't get in trouble by how you like something. That's silly.
I mean, like the Star Wars Episode 1 kind of dealy with like emo Anakin, and I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I was thinking, because I rewatched The Rise of Skywalker earlier today, because I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters when it came out. And no lie, I went with some buddies. We already read a lot of bad reviews, so we kind of went in like
with low expectations.
The bar first, like low bar, little drunk. So I felt like I needed to rewatch it. I'm like, this movie's a bit of a mess, but it has a lot of good points. I don't know, like space opera. Like, are there cool lightsaber battles? Are there witty one-liners? Is there space? I'm easily pleased, so I don't really get like pushback. But like, however you enjoy it, whatever you enjoy about it, I think it should be more open to that.
I feel like the 1970s Star Wars movies what I liked about them was how cheesy they were. I liked Mark Hamill being crazy. But actually, and the thing that I think is fun about that is a lot of the things that he said, like a lot of like the lines that you're like, why would you? There's like one line that he just like says it literally as fast as a human could possibly say it. And you're like, why did Mark Hamill make that choice? But he was directed to do a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah, I just like him as a person and an actor. I follow his Twitter account and Instagram account is really funny too.
Oh yeah. Oh, Mark Hamill on all forms of media is one of my favorite people to
yes. And the Star Wars movies got better for me when he came back into them, for sure.
I love grumpy old weird Luke Skywalker.
Yes.
Weird milk. Like, I don't know. That was me. You can disagree. You can dislike that. We have a couple celebrities in our. Justin says, "Can you make a Captain Kirk themed drink?" No, Justin, that's not what we're talking. You know this. Come on.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Sid. I know. I know. I missed the joke. All right. Wow, people are actually coming up with cocktails for Justin. I love that you guys are here and
Yes.
commanding that.
You know what? You guys want to just have fun in the chat? That's cool.
Absolutely.
Let's make some drinks, maybe.
Let's get on with this. We got to. Everybody else is drinking Captain Kirk drinks now, so we got to.
So you guys have that. We're just gonna, we'll just have a party. So, okay.
So the first drink we're gonna make is something that I'm calling the Yoda and soda, because those words rhyme. I thought of the name first, and then I figured out the damn drink, because sometimes that happens.
I think that's the right way to do it.
And I guess
that's the right path for you.
When like, how do you come up with a drink? For this, it's like I just picked all the green shit and tried to put it in a drink.
Nice.
That's what this is. So the base of this is kind of like a Last Word or a Corpse Survivor. It's going to be like that 1111, more or less. So we're going to start with an ounce of lime juice.
All right.
We're going to do an ounce of green chartreuse. I'm going out of order, but it's right here.
Nice. Okay.
We'll do an ounce of white rum. If you don't have rum for this drink, gin will work fine, tequila will work fine, vodka would work in a pinch. Stay away from dark spirits, but quarantine bars, whatever you got.
Get into the dark spirits.
Oh.
All right.
And then for the last ounce, where it's usually like an ounce of other aperitif, we're going to split it in half. So we're going to do half an ounce of a matcha simple syrup and half an ounce of Midori.
Oh.
I don't know how I feel about dressed as Han Solo telling people to drink Midori, because in one way it feels very right and in character, and in another way it feels super wrong. Gonna lean into it. So I'm gonna do half an ounce of Midori, and I'm gonna do a half an ounce. This is just a regular simple syrup. I just have like powdered matcha that I'm just gonna put a little half bar spoon.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have matcha, or you don't have, I don't know. I mean, there are a couple things with the sweet part of this drink that you could play around with. If you don't have Midori, you don't have matcha, you could use like pineapple juice. You could use regular simple syrup. A lot of the flavor of the drink is coming from the other ingredients. The Midori and the matcha are definitely adding an edge, but I realize that these are a bit more esoteric. So you could definitely do that with some simple syrup or some pineapple juice, or do half and half of those and get kind of the same result.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna ice it up.
Yeah, I got my profile here as my ice ball.
Ah, I love him. I miss him.
There's my bad Chewy. Ah, that was terrible. It's so bad. Never mind. Pretend that never happened.
I think the last time I tried, you wouldn't stop making fun of me. So
yeah, I don't know. Of all the skills I could have in life, if I could ask for one, but
no, that's not it.
oh, she's green.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'm stuck. I have to take the gloves off. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, all right, all right. Ooh. Spilled some Yoda.
Oh.
All right. So did you just after, so here's how green that is.
That is
Sure, I can show you.
green. That is. I've got the
Green,
words
that
reversed,
is.
like the
Yeah,
little
that's
Yoda.
what you did. Yep.
I did.
Yep, that's what you did.
Hey.
All right, I'm gonna put a couple ice cubes in this. Ah! I dropped one. Oops. And we're just gonna fill it to the top with soda, right?
Yeah. You want to do about like a half full of soda. Double your ounces there.
Mmm. I don't have any garnishes, so I feel like, oh, you put a little umbrella. It looks like he's wearing a hat.
Yeah, just a
Aw.
little dapper Yoda there. It does look like he's just, I'm out for a stroll. Out for a stroll, I am.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
It is good.
Mm. Dun, 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 dun. I tried to post, so Twitter handled it. Twitter was cool about it, but I tried to post the cantina scene from A New Hope on Instagram about 3 times today.
We're breaking those copyright rules, yo.
They found it. Yeah, they found it right away. They said, no.
So like, I don't know if the two things are connected, but you were doing all that stuff, and I know like all of our accounts are tied back to my email. I got an email from the Disney Corporation, their terms of use, and I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna pretend this didn't happen and ignore it. So whatever,
That's
we
all
got
right.
it up. You got it up. People retweeted it.
I changed, yeah. I mean, Twitter didn't care. Instagram was just on that shit.
Twitter's just gonna let us dig our own grave, I think.
Twitter's just like, well, great. Now there's a permanent record of you in copyright infringement. I actually just forgot that it needed to be less than 15 seconds. That was the problem. Because first I tried just resetting the music to Another One Bites the Dust, which felt like it went with the mood of the scene. But yeah. So if you want to see that, that's on our Instagram. Anyway. This is delicious. I like this a lot.
It's nice and herbal. It's a little fruity, but mainly just like, I mean, it's boozy as hell. Hey, there's that working for you.
Yeah, I like the way it looks too.
Somebody just called me out on not taking a Han shot first, which is like, I feel bad now. So I'm gonna take a shot because.
A shot of what?
Whatever.
Okay.
The point is, I did it before you.
You see. And it will be forever before me because I'm not going to take a shot.
That's fine.
I just want to sip on this.
Let's move on to our second drink, but I just want to see. I'm excited to see what you all are talking about over there. Oh.
What's going on? What's the hot gosh?
I just took a shot. Thank you.
Oh, the Baby Yoda margarita that was going around. I did see that. That was cute.
I loved the Baby Yoda. I think it was, can you make a virgin version and call it the Baby Yoda? That's cute.
Aww.
If I was gonna do that, I think there's actually a lot of flavors there that you could pull out and make a virgin version. You could do some like muddled melon or like juice of melon and get the Midori flavor. Matcha tea is obviously easy. I would throw some pineapple in there and some lime. So I think if you made like a limeade, like a lime and like just simple syrup base and threw in some melon juice and some matcha, you could get an approximation. And that's a really cute idea. Thank you, Doc Davis.
Yeah. Wait. What is a Han shot? Is it an actual shot? And a Greedo shot?
No, you in the original Cantina scene, the debate is Han and Greedo shoot about at the same time, but did Han shoot Greedo in which he's willing to like shoot down his enemies to get like it kind of is a character establishment moment that people argue about, like, or did he shoot after Greedo shot, but he just landed the shot? So it's like it's a whole thing. I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually in the Han shot first camp because it was re-edited that way, and that's the way it shows. But I kind of like Han Solo as like being a character that like, oh yeah, I'm a dangerous badass. You should be afraid of me. But actually, he just kind of like spends 3 movies trying to take care of his friends and like kind of dodge responsibility, but is mainly like a good dude. I don't know. I Han Solo is a Hufflepuff to me.
But he thinks he's
a Slytherin. Yes.
He's a Slytherin, yeah. Dangerous combination.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like they changed the Greedo shot yet again for Disney. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Someone said go ahead.
Oh no, I just like, yeah, depending on which version of the movie you're watching, Han either shot first or second. So I don't know. I think it's arguable, but the Han Solo that I like, that I prefer, my headcanon Han Solo is he did not shoot first, but he went, oh shit, and got the better shot.
I see.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch. I didn't know that this was a thing. I didn't know this was a big point of argument.
Well, every time a new edit comes out, George Lucas gets a hand in there and goes like, what about this though? And everyone's like, whoa, we got used to it. Like, I don't know.
Okay. Who said? Somebody said.
What was the shot?
Anuja said another one bites the dust has a good beat for CPR. That's so good to know. That's great. That's very useful information. Thank you. I'll just keep that in mind next time I got to do CPR. I'm not certified anymore. You shouldn't do CPR if you're not certified, but next time. I keep taking off my gloves and putting them back on.
I mean, I can't believe you're wearing them. I'm impressed.
I mean, it looks better when you see my hands like this, but it doesn't really work for bartending.
No, well, I was going to say a big chunk of my day was I pulled this cosplay out, and outside of finessing the wig, I realized the last time I wore this was when I bartended on May the 4th.
Oh.
2 years ago. I wasn't working last May the 4th. But I bartended in it. So the shirt was just stained to shit. Like it was just covered in stuff. And I just didn't do anything about it then, just put it away. Like, I don't have to think about this for a year. And then it stayed that way. So I had to like hand wash this shirt in the tub because it was covered in syrups and whiskeys and grenadine and all sorts of fun stuff. Bartending and cosplay is a good idea and also a terrible idea.
Did you do well that day?
No, actually, because it was something that I did for myself and said I was going to do, and then all of our customers were way too cool to take part. So it was really just like, why are you dressed weird? I'm like, I don't know. Let me have my fun. I'm happy to work at a bar that lets me do stuff like that, even if it's not necessarily good for us monetarily.
Just like as long as you're having fun.
Taylor wants to dress up like a superhero or a cartoon character today. Just let him do it. Just let him do it. It'll be fine. All right, so we're gonna move on to our next drink. I'm just checking the comments. Yes, Liz cosplay is amazing.
Thank you.
Oh God, Mom is here. Oh, hi, Mom.
Mary, hey, what's up?
Oh, that's great.
Oh, oopsie. I forgot that all that time we were yapping, I forgot we got to clean out our shakers.
Oh, right. I'm going to let you, and we're going to go one at a time because that seems the right thing to do. to not abandon everybody. All right. Darth Maul's gonna clean his shakers. I'm gonna sit here and entertain you. Yeah. So, this is gonna make the chat explode. But what did everybody think about the Rise of Skywalker? I know I didn't get the best reviews. Like I said, I just rewatched it, and look, I get it. The story's kind of all over the place, but there's some stuff that I'm really like. I like the bringing back Lando. I like the droid on droid murder that BB-8's just like, yeah, that's a funny moment. Like, I love like the Dio, like the little like damaged droid. There's a lot of stuff that I think is like maybe the movie isn't like the best ending as a whole, but there are moments that I think are good. So I don't know. I know that's like asking. That's a loaded question. What do you feel about the Rise of Skywalker? But I'm curious. I don't think it deserves the hate that it gets.
I don't think I've seen. No, I haven't seen the new movie. Because that was a recent thing, and I haven't been to the theater in a while. Oh
But,
man.
I mean, I was bringing up the Rise of Skywalker. I think ending such a massive franchise in a way that people are going to be happy with was so difficult, and I don't think it the relationship between Rey and Kylo. I don't get why they had the smooch. I don't get that. I think it was a cooler like dyad thing without the sexual tension. But anyway, I don't know. I liked Crystal Skull. Okay, don't ask me for my opinion.
I think I don't know. Sometimes, I liked it for how I liked the bad things about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I liked how ridiculous it was. I like bad movies.
Well, that's what I guess that there's also that. Like I kind of drift into the like I like bad, I like good. Sometimes things that are in between appease me. The original trilogy was sort of like the dialogue was kind of silly, but it was a really well like visually made space opera, and I think that's what you have to stick to. But I don't know. I don't. That's yes, I didn't get the kiss either. Who is your ship? I liked. I mean, okay. I
Finn.
ships. Here's the thing.
Finn and Ren.
I liked. I mean, I know that like Finn Poe is like it would have been cool if they did that. First off, that would have been cool. And I also really like Rey as a not sexual character. I think it more so than like I felt like Finn and Rey had a really cool connection that I would have liked to see. I actually think it would have been cool to have Rey's character not have to have a romantic moment. Like,
yeah, you're right about that.
Was not a romantic character. He had the thing with his sister, and we've all gotten over that, maybe. But like, like it was just about his story. So I feel two types of ways. Like, I liked Finn and Rey, but I also like Rose and Finn. And I also like Rey just not being with anybody, just Rey being her own person and coming into her own stuff. So
that's fair. I think I just like Finn.
I like Finn. Yeah, I think Finn deserved. I think Rose should have played a bigger part in the third movie, but we all know why that happened. But yeah.
Oh, I got to see it.
Yeah.
So I know what you're talking about.
I think like Rey kind of felt like it was in that same vein of like I get why people thought maybe she was related to Obi-Wan Kenobi because I like Obi-Wan is just his storyline devoid of romance. She had that same feeling to me. It's just a character that's just driven by finding their balance and their purpose in life. And that doesn't really have to bring in any other people. But yeah, Finn and Poe, yeah. I mean, people are clearly
yes, people have their opinions.
Yeah. I should Finn with happiness and relaxation. I agree. Yeah. Finn went through a lot, and I want Finn, and I want Poe to calm down, and I want Finn to have a really like good life, and that's I don't know. I still care about these characters.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you get to go clean your shaker?
No, I didn't. I asked a question that was loaded and then answered it for like.
Oh
wow.
no!
Now you got interviewed again.
Oh man, guys, I gotta get caught up. And doesn't eat neighbors. Hey guys, I don't feel confident talking about Star Wars fandoms. Look how weird it looks when I smile. Ooh, you're so fast.
I'm back.
You're back.
Just making sure I didn't respond to anybody that.
Light speed.
Yes. All right. Y'all are funny. All right. Liz, how long did your makeup take?
I started at 7:15 and I was done about 8. I mostly just like took some, I smeared some Anastasia Beverly Hills lip stain all over my face. And then I drew some stuff.
Wait, is that lip stain on your face?
It is. No, you thought I was making a joke, but I said this earlier. This is no drugstore drag. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills, okay?
I just thought you meant like it was I guess Anastasia Beverly Hills doesn't make face paint, but
no.
But for a minute.
The lip stain goes a long way. You know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna take a shower after this. I'm gonna steam, exfoliate. I couldn't find my Ben Nye kit, so
oh man,
I did this.
That's commitment.
Also, but I put primer on first because I'm not an idiot. So
yeah, wow.
You know.
I haven't done full face paint for a while. I think the last character I did like a dark link, so I made like a full gray cast, and that was when I was going to a con before having to work bar shifts that night. So I like show up at the bar dressed as like dark link, just have to change in the bathroom, and just work my shift with like a gray hairline and like some spirit gum on my face. That's respect. That's been a while because I specifically avoid characters that I have to do full face paint for.
See, I I reasoned that if I did this, then I wouldn't really have to find a costume. That was my trade. I put a lot of effort into this. And then I put a t-shirt on my head and a black turtleneck, and I borrowed my roommate's gloves. So yeah, mostly this. Yeah, it didn't take as long as I thought it would. I also kind of banked on the video quality not being HD. So
I mean, it looks good for buy-in. Clearly the audience is agreeing. You look great.
Thank you. I'm surprised as anyone that I pulled it off. So I appreciate that, guys.
All right, everybody. Let's move on to our Hoth chocolate. I guess we didn't release these names ahead of time, but yeah, the next one up is a Hoth chocolate. I'm gonna make it in my Tauntaun tiki glass here. It actually smells fine on the inside, but you know. You're gonna put in Darth Vader. Oh, that's so you.
We're buddies.
All right. So the goal for this drink is to make a spicy, smoky, like milk chocolatey drink. Definitely not like sweet dessert cocktail. This is going to be a tasty treat. I'm excited. So
indulgence that's the dark side.
I guess I don't really have strong opinions on that. He's like, it's gonna taste good. I don't know. Han Solo is not dark or light. He's just a dude.
He's just a dude, man. He's just trying to make it in this crazy world.
Just
He's
right.
chaotic neutral, right?
No, I think,
No,
please.
he's not chaotic. Okay.
No, he's
Give me your
chaotic.
opinion.
I would say chaotic good, actually. I would say that
Okay.
Han Solo is chaotic good.
All
I
right.
think
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, because at to a certain level, I
He
think as
does.
much as he's the scoundrel and like Leia and Luke are like the good characters, I think he is actually more of a like, I don't want to. I'm not willing to go that far than Luke or Leia. I think they both like.
Yeah.
I would.
Well, then I don't think that he's chaotic because he is like a little cautious too. He's like leaning on good because, like, when it comes down to it, he's like, oh, damn it, I got to do the right thing. But, like, also he's like cautious and like, I'm not going to do something that's going to kill me. That's crazy, guys. I don't know.
Lawful good or chaotic good for Han Solo. I don't think he's neutral. I think he's got an internal compass that
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
ultimately, he wouldn't come back and
I spoke
like,
before I thought about it.
no,
Yeah.
I love it because it's such a character that's presented as like the ultimate bad boy. It's like actually Leia and Luke are both bigger badasses than Han. They both
Yeah,
are
they
more
take
like
bigger risks.
we're gonna get what we gotta get, and we're gonna do what we have to do. And Han Solo's like, I'm gonna like,
I'm just trying to make some money, man.
I'm gonna make some money, but I also want to take care of my friends and put myself
Yeah.
in that. Like,
I'm not trying to get killed.
uh, all right, cool. He's just a dude, like Tom. Yes, Joseph Whitaker. Han Solo is very much like my dad.
Uh-huh. Is your dad here too? Is your whole family?
I don't think my dad's here. I do always feel like when I do Han, because I've done Han Solo before. I feel like when I do it, I feel like I'm putting my dad's face on my face a little bit, like that. And I've done Astrum Army of Darkness and Evil Dead a few times, and I always feel like I'm just doing like cosplay makeup that is my dad because he looks like both of those characters.
Yes. Sorry, I was reading comments.
Oh no.
I'm trying to get this is multitasking. Sorry.
Yeah, there's reading comments. There's making commentary. I'm going to show you how to make the Hoth chocolate. So like I said,
Oh yeah.
smoky, spicy, chocolatey dessert drink. It is going to hopefully warm you up even better than the stinky innards of a tauntaun, even though I'm putting it inside a tauntaun. I think Darth Maul was just being a tauntaun. Who knows? It's a weird dude before my time. I don't know. So I'm gonna start with how do I want to start? I'm gonna start with just putting some chocolate syrup in the shaker. Actually,
Okay.
you
How
can
much of that?
mix this, but like honestly, just like a good squirt, like half an ounce, 3/4 ounce, however much you want to put in there.
All right. I kind of made my own chocolate syrup because I had some cocoa. I had some Godiva cocoa.
Okay.
So I just kind of the way I got this idea because the way that
budget over here, okay.
I already had it and I wanted to spend time on this and I didn't want to leave my house. So I got this idea from the way that you made me this matcha syrup, which Taylor just put some of the matcha powder in some simple syrup and shook it up if you just agitate it like that. So I put some of the Godiva cocoa and a little bit of sugar and water and I made something. We'll see if it works. It smells like hot cocoa. Smells good.
All right.
I don't know. I think maybe I'll put a half an ounce in it.
Yeah, half an ounce, 3/4 ounce. Like
3/4 ounce. Yeah.
This is not something. It's how chocolatey you want it, how sweet you want it.
Yeah, it's not going to be as sweet as the Hershey's syrup, I think. But the flavor's there.
All right, I'm gonna put in a half an ounce of creme de cacao. If you don't have creme de cacao, that's fine. Just use a little bit more chocolate syrup. Chocolate on chocolate.
Chocolate.
So if you read the ingredient list ahead of time, it had said habanero. You could both add some sliced habanero or jalapeno to the shaker and muddle it a little bit. I happen to have a habanero shrub, like a tincture here that I'm going to use just to add some spice, but you could just add some straight up sliced jalapenos, sliced habaneros, some hot sauce if that's what you've got. You just want something to add some spice. Or if you don't want spice, you can also omit this ingredient. That is got there, yes.
Yes. So how much? Just a little bit, just like a
like you
few
want like
drops.
a teaspoon, like a couple drops, yeah.
Oh, it's not coming out. Oh, it's because the top of the bottle is, you know, when the inside of the cap gets stuck.
Yeah, sometimes the bottle is still closed when you think it's open.
Yes, it's still. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. All right, guys, got it under control. Darth Ball's got it under control. I just wanted to pour it in here first so that I wouldn't over pour. Cool. All right, I'm caught up. What's next?
All right, I'm gonna do 1.5 ounces of some sort of like, this is full fat coconut milk. If you have cream, you have half and half. If you have milk, like you just want something milky in there. That you were taking off your headphones. You were saying, "Oh shit, I forgot that." Okay, all right. Old DM is exiting the scene right now because just seeing you crawl back in like, I have my coconut milk. Okay, good job.
Just get my earpiece in here. Yeah, sorry. I forgot it. It was in the fridge.
That's all right.
Got some coconut milk.
Yeah, so 1.5 ounces, however creamy you want your drink, you know. I will say I made this drink without the milk component when I first was designing it, and it kind of works if you want something that's a bit more aggressive and boozy. But I find that if you're a fan of like a White Russian or dessert drink, after dinner drink, the milk kind of cream rounds it off. So, you know, you can, if you don't have it, the ingredients still work well, but I recommend it.
Nice. I feel like I like using a milk alternative because it feels like I'm not being so bad. Well, but really it is just as it's full fat. It's full fat. This is coconut milk from a can. It is, yeah, it's still pretty bad. Anyway.
All right. So now for our booze,
I like being bad.
We're gonna do 3/4 ounce of smoky scotch and 1.5 ounces of mezcal. So this is gonna be our smoky, boozy background.
Oh man.
What are you all manning?
I forgot my mezcal. It's over there.
Oh.
I'm having to leave.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, hon. I don't want to leave you.
Get together, man. We're bartending in front of tens of people.
I put my focus into this. I forgot.
Well, I get it. Like, you're a look queen, but like we also have to provide content, okay?
Okay. You know what? Just stall.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm ready to shake my drink. I'm gonna see what y'all are saying. Well, what you do? Oh, I like that we are getting into the discussion of the alignment of Han Solo. Yeah. Taylor, do you test these recipes in advance or do you have enough experience? I do test them in advance. I always do. It's my favorite part of the week when I just get to randomly make intricate cocktails, and then when they're wrong, I get to remake them again and drink them. There are a lot of downsides to being a professional bartender, but the upsides. Sometimes we can fully excuse just making some drinks and deciding what tastes good.
Yes, the downsides, the upsides, the dark sides.
I feel like if Darth Maul and Han Solo had made cocktails together, the galaxy would have actually found peace. I agree. Actually, I think that I think that, we just needed to meet in the middle here, like
That's
this little
what the
like
problem was.
dyad thing, like ultimate evil and ultimate like goodness. Like what is like I don't know. Everybody's kind of we all fall in the middle, man. Like,
Man, the whole franchise should have just taken place in the cantina. What about that as a side story? What if there's a sitcom? If there's a Star Wars sitcom that while all of this shit is going on in the galaxy, it's just like Cheers, but it's in the Star Wars cantina. I would watch that show.
I would love that. Oh my god. That yeah. Like there's always like in Star Wars, I think there's always like, oh, here's the dark side, here's the light side, and they're in combat, and then you're introduced to these characters that are always tertiary characters. They're like, yeah, we're just trying to like figure out how to live. Like I'm like, that's most of us. We all want to talk about like, would you be a Jedi or a Sith? It's like, nah, dude, you'd be one of those random people caught in the middle. That's like, I don't know, why are people exploding my planet? I just want to like hang out with my fam and maybe eat some food. Like
I'm just a bald-headed alien. I want to play the oboe in the bar. That's all I want. I want to play jazz oboe, bass oboe.
I want to join whatever Carrie Fisher or not Carrie Fisher, yes, but Carrie Russell. I want to join her gang and just run some spice because the rest of the world is a mess. Carrie Russell was a character in the newest movie, and
I love her.
I'm happy that Felicity got her retribution because we all hated on her so hard after she cut her hair, and she's like, you know what? You don't even get my hair. You just get my eyes, and I'm gonna wear a helmet the whole time. I loved her character in
Yes.
Booker. That was a personal thing.
Ooh. All right, now I gotta watch it. I can't get the shaker open with these gloves on. All right.
Oh no, I forgot. I have whipped cream, but I don't think it's gonna work because it's vegan whipped cream. It takes like an hour to thaw and.
Oh no.
That's fine. We're just
gonna don't even worry about it.
I'm gonna grate some chocolate.
Ooh, you have chocolate to grade? Yeah. That is fancy. You put ice in yours, right? I don't know how it goes, but I have the music from the cantina scene stuck in my head. I don't really know how it goes. I just know it starts like that's it. Copyright infringement. La 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 la.
Don't sue us, we're totally poor, though we both are out of work. Could you have some common sense? We just want to survive. Oh, mouse, please leave us alive.
Oh my God, Justin, that style of music is canonically called jizz. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Also, I do agree. Darth Maul would have made his own bespoke chocolate syrup. I'm just so happy to have the fan in the comments tonight. Thank you all for showing up. That's
yes, thanks guys. Oh my God. Wait,
Yeah, this is so good.
Oh, I haven't even tried it yet. I was reading I get caught up in the comments. I get overwhelmed.
This is alcoholic chocolate milk, which, look, I have a very refined palate. I'm a very refined drinker. And this is good.
This is so weird, but I like it. Oh my God.
It's so good.
Wow.
All right. Okay, you can, I know, I did a good job.
Wow. That's good. That's kind of funky. I like it. Funky.
You know, sometimes I even amaze myself.
It was truly amazing.
Somebody enjoyed that. Somebody.
Oh shit, is that a quote? I missed it. Oh man.
That's all right. No, it's okay.
I'm so sorry. I should have been.
We can do an ingredient recap. Do you want the for the hot chocolate? That is chocolate syrup, creme de cacao, some sort of either habanero, jalapeno, something you can muddle that it provides spice and flavor. Throw in some hot sauce if you don't have it. And then the alcohol comes in a mix of smoky scotch. I did 3/4 ounce for this, and then mezcal. I did an ounce and a half for this. So the profile is like your booze is mezcal and scotch. Your sweeteners are creme de cacao, chocolate, and then you want to add spice. So. And then some sort of cream, any kind of cream. Yeah. And we'll definitely post the recipes down below as well.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, was that your lightsaber that made that sound?
Oh, it was. It was my lightsaber that was.
I was like, what the hell is that?
It was dying for a while, and it kept making this weird sound that I just thought was like coming through the walls. But it
was so weird because it was happening about when we were recording, and it didn't sound like it was coming from it, and it also was turned off, so it just sounded like a ghost in the wall. It was freaky deaky.
It was really creepy. Yeah, that's what you get for having a lightsaber in your house. But that being said, this was the ceremony that we did to make this. I went with Riley and Sydney and Charlie, and Sydney watched all the three of us made lightsabers. And at one point, I was trying to not cry because I thought, well, I've had a few blue milks. Maybe I'm crying unnecessarily. And I turned around and Sydney was crying.
Aww.
We were crying while we were making lightsabers because
it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful ceremony. I thought I was being funny, and because I wanted the nature-based build, but part of it is like a piece of bone. And I jokingly said oh, is this ethically sourced to the lady that was running the camp? She was like, actually, yes. And told me a whole story how they ethically harvest bantha bone or something. I'm like,
oh my God.
I feel really bad because I was just joking, but you're serious and I'm serious too now.
You've made me serious. Serious made me serious. That's such a beautiful family moment. Oh, you'll remember that forever. And you guys have lightsabers to remember too.
Oh no, it was literally beautiful. And it is a powerful ceremony.
That's awesome.
All right, so we will put the recipes for these drinks below.
Yes.
But it's about 9:30. We got a little bit of time. Anybody that wants to talk about Star Wars, we are tuned into the comments right now. If you want to ask some questions about bartending, about Star Wars, about cosplay, hit us up because we're going to be chilling for a minute.
Yes.
Maybe a stupid question.
Go
But
back in these.
can jar jalapenos or thin crush? Oh no, you can absolutely use canned or jarred jalapenos. The point is just to get spice across. Like you just want to add some spice. So, I think you could totally put a few canned jalapenos down the bottom. As somebody pointed out, it might be more intense, but that's kind of the goal. And sometimes jalapenos are funny because I've learned this from like having it as part of my mise en place. It does Jalapenos are not always as spicy as you want them to be, but you know, having them canned or jarred, you might get more spice than you want, which is you can always dial back on spice. You can't create spice when you don't have it. So what alcohol best fits each main Star Wars character? Drew, you just asked me the best question ever. Oh, let's think about this. What a fun question. Okay, so wait. So each Star Wars main characters, are we keeping this to the original trilogy? Are we I think we need to talk about the original trilogy, right? Are we
Yeah, I mean I'd be cool with that because I know it a little bit better.
I think it gets a little hard when you extend the universe. Okay, so let's start with the central like cast. Let's talk about Luke, Leia, Han, Darth Vader, like 3PO, R2D2. Let's
3PO is definitely like a vermouth cocktail. He's so classy, or like or really like the classic style martini.
No, I think that's no. I agree with you. I think 3PO might be like a solid Oloroso sherry, like not too dry, but like drinkably dry, but also low alcohol. I could see
because he's so responsible, and he's also like he has to appreciate like he's drinking it because he appreciates the drink. He's not trying to party like.
God, I love this. Okay, so let's think about the core three. By that I mean like Luke, Leia, Han.
Okay.
Let's start there. So I get the first thing that I would say is like, oh, Luke's vodka, right? Because he's a kid. But I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair. Because Luke is something that matures beautifully with age.
So thoughtful.
And like he's I mean, I think Luke might actually, because I think he starts out as White Dog and he ends up as like aged whiskey. I think Luke is he's a farm boy. Yeah, he's at his initial stage, he's young. He doesn't have a lot to offer, but he grows over time. I would say that Luke goes from white whiskey to aged bourbon. I would say Luke is bourbon.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, so let's do Leia next.
Leia.
She's no bullshit.
She is noble. I mean, that immediately is like, oh well, Leia should be like cognac or Armagnac, like something that's like old world and like refined. But
she's also royalty, but she's like, I don't have time for this shit. So like, I don't know if she would be spending a lot of time sipping a cocktail.
There is a part of me that just wants to say that Leia is tequila, but that's just how I feel about Leia.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I don't think because Leia is so intense. She never relaxes. I feel like tequila would be like the only time that she relaxes is when she's with the Ewoks, I feel like.
Because tequila is one of those things that's like, it has a lot of restrictions on how it can be qualified as tequila. Like there's a lot of, we've talked about this, like how it has to be made a certain way. There's a quality inherent in it. So I don't know. I like the idea of Leia's tequila because I also think it's both a stimulant and a depressant, and Leia is that.
Yes. She's very, very intense. She has no chill, but she's also like a little bit dark. Yeah.
Tequila is also my favorite family of spirits. Like I love tequila. And Leia's my favorite character. in Star Wars. So maybe I want to say, maybe I just want Leia to be.
Because I also think that like you can sip tequila straight, and that's like you can sip like a good tequila, like, you know, it's no nonsense.
Yeah.
Like you just like you squeeze a little bit of lime in there and like that's it. You know, you could shoot it if you were in a hurry, but like you could also sip it and enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's no bullshit.
I think let's agree on that. Let's say that Leia is tequila, but good tequila. All right. So let's Han still up for grabs. Han. So Han is a working man's spirit.
Okay. Yes.
With finesse. So what falls into that category? I mean, part of me wants to say like, you know, we said Luke was like a bourbon. Maybe Han is like a rye.
Yeah. He's a little rough.
Yeah, it's a little rougher. A little bit of a harder history. Similar though. So maybe, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
I
think.
mean, he's definitely like, because like that his whole defining thing is he's got a chip on his shoulder. You know, he's him being a scoundrel. Oh shit, would he be like spiced rum?
Oh no, because spiced rum is like
Maybe not spiced rum, aged rum.
He could be rum, actually. You're right. That's actually a fair point.
I kind of feel like
is an every man's drink in its origin.
Yeah.
It would start out with a sailor drink. You know what? That's a good point.
And he is he not a sailor of the skies?
He is a sailor of the skies. I think you're right. I think that Han is some rough-hewn rum. That is a good point. Yes, rum because he's a smuggler. Yes. Han is rum. I would say that he is like young, like funky Jamaican rum, the stuff that you drink and you're like, yeah, there's some stuff to work around and you don't.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we got rum for Han, we've got whiskey for Luke, we've got tequila for Leia.
Sherry for C-3PO.
You got Sherry, yes. Okay, but R2D2 though. I think R2D2 is Malort.
Oh, well, I don't have an opinion on that because I haven't tried it yet. But
I think R2D2 is it's weird, it's aggressive, not everybody understands it. Most people don't understand it, but it makes its point. Like R2D2 is maybe my favorite character of the original trilogy because so much is implied.
Yeah.
Like I just like he's always like cursing and saying things under his breath. Like
right, yeah. He's just kind of a spitfire little little drawer.
No.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'll buy it. Malort.
Everyone does love R2D2, but I think R2D2 is that I stand by my Malort for R2D2. Everybody loves him, but I think everybody would love Malort if they gave it a chance. Honestly, I like Malort. It's assertive, but it's good. So, Jin for Obi-Wan. I think that's fair to say Obi-Wan is Jin. I guess if I was being specific, I would say Genever, like Old World Jin, which has like a multi-base to it. So I think that's where I would go for Obi-Wan. Like a Genever, but also in like a 50-50 like martini. Because I think he also would appreciate vermouth.
Yes, I agree with that.
What would whiny Anakin drink? Ooh.
Whiny Anakin. He needs he definitely needs I feel like he definitely needs a sweet, like on the verge of sweet cocktail. Like he's not gonna drink anything too rough because he's just like, ugh, why is my life so hard? I mean, okay. I'm being really mean to Anakin right now. He has had a hard life.
Well, okay, let's back up there. I don't think Anakin has had a very hard life. Anakin had a hard childhood, and then he was like adopted by the Jedi Order and had every opportunity offered to him, including like getting cozy with the Queen, and then he just was sad about things, so he became evil.
Mm.
I have feelings about the prequels. I'm
Okay. Sorry. No. I told you I wasn't really into the prequels for that reason, for emo Anakin. Yeah, so I do kind of feel like he's like, if we're going to stereotype him, he's a bit of a whiny bitch. Like, so like maybe he has like a snooty cocktail and like he's upset about the way the bartender made it.
Oh, a sneaky doctor was upset about the way the bartender made it. I think in that sense, the Anakin cocktail is the Ramos Gin Fizz, because it doesn't justify the amount of work that actually has to go into it. It's not that good. It just requires a lot of labor, and it makes you special.
Yes. Yeah.
Either that or like honestly like a Long Island.
Yes.
That maybe.
Or like he's ordering a Manhattan, but he doesn't actually know what a Manhattan is.
Yeah. I want to investigate this. Like maybe Anakin is a Long Island iced tea, because you order because you want to be badass, you want to get drunk. You don't. A lot of booze goes into it. It's very unbalanced. It's all over the place. I'm gonna. That's my final answer. Anakin is a Long Island iced tea.
Okay, I support you. Someone said Vader should be one of those super high proof alcohols because you can set them on fire. Aww.
I would agree. Like, I think that the drink between Darth Vader and Anakin is different, but I would agree with that for Butterscotch Snaps also, maybe. But yeah, I would agree that I think Vader gets a little bit more of a respectful drink than Anakin. I don't know. It's hard for me to think of them as the same person in my brain. Like, I know they are, but oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I mean,
do you want to do an awesome answer for Anakin? Actually, yes. He ordered something strong, but he couldn't finish it. Oh.
Oh.
That's pretty good. That's pretty solid.
Shit. This isn't a Star Wars question, but Joe Whitaker asks, what are additional ways we can support NEAT? That is a good question, because we have a Patreon, but also like, if you know someone who would like our podcast, send it to them. That's a really good way to support us. Retweet us and share it. That's really cool. I don't know how else. That's it. We got a Patreon. Rate us on iTunes. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
Rate us and review us on iTunes gives us more visibility. Like anything that you can do to like share and rate and subscribe. Like if you're watching this video and you're not subscribe to our channel, because if we get more subscribers, then we have more things that we can actually like on YouTube. There's more things that you can do on YouTube if you have a certain amount of subscribers. So that helps a lot. Just share our stuff with people that you think would be into it. That helps a lot. Yeah. Are there anything else you want to add to that?
No, I was looking back at other questions. There's one, what's y'all's favorite droid?
Favorite droid? C-3PO is my favorite droid.
Oh, really? R2-D2 is mine. I like R2-D2. He curses in droid language. I did love. I thought it was really beautiful. Dio in the new movie, or in the Rise of Skywalker. I just had a lot of feels there.
Oh,
I don't know.
I really want to see it.
But wait, also, oh gosh, Rogue One. I loved Rogue One, and the droid that Walsh played. Oh shit, I should know the name of the droid, but
oh darn,
that was a good ass droid.
Somebody knows.
Somebody's gonna tell me. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean,
Yeah. Aw, that's why we go on to it. I like
Why
C-3PO
are
'cause he's
R2D2 to your C3PO?
I think it's opposite. I think maybe, and that's why we get along well because I feel like I'm the R2D2 because I'm a little bit less knowledgeable and more unorganized than like, I don't know. I like C3PO because he's like so professional. He's like very, he's so dapper. I like, I like him. He's dapper.
Right. Well, I agree.
I don't
Rogue
know.
One, Star Wars. Okay, so this actually, I'm curious how everyone ranks everything in the Star Wars hierarchy. And I'm gonna share mine. I I don't think it's that controversial, but I do think it's, you know, Rogue One is one of my favorite movies. So I don't
I
know
did
how
like
you
it.
all is. My favorite movie is Empire. Empire, I'm gonna say we can all agree. Empire is my favorite movie. After that, I actually go to New Hope. I think that
Mhm.
just because of the way that it sets up like everything to come, even if the
Yes.
storytelling isn't the best, that's my favorite second movie to Empire.
Yeah, I
And
like how simplistic in like in story and like really like kind of it feels like the way like it reads like an allegory because of the whole like starting like the beginning of it being set in like a you're kind of like it like oh like you could say like oh Luke's in like a small town and then like he gets sucked into this big thing and he learns all the like I like the arc of New Hope, but is Empire Strikes Back the one with the Ewoks? Because I really like that one.
well, that's mainly Jedi, but
That's Return of the Jedi.
yeah. But then, like, I think
I like that.
how you order the first three. I agree. Tommy just said I struggle with Luke and A New Hope. I think that A New Hope is just so iconic that it's hard for me to put it behind um, Jedi. But I do. I go Empire, Hope, Jedi, and then honestly, then I go Rogue One. That is my
Mm.
next favorite Star Wars movie. I love Rogue One. I
Rogue
think
One is great.
well, it's everything that we don't really talk about. It's like there's so much lives lost in this fictional war. There are so many like people that just are decimated, and we're always focused on the princesses and the kings and the heads of the government. But Rogue One focused in on the people that just have to do the dirty work and lose their lives.
Yes.
I think that's why it's the most necessary Star Wars movie. So Rogue One it won't come in front of the original trilogy for me, but it's right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just had a bunch of Muppets. Okay, I like the Muppets. All right.
I like the Muppets too. Listen, I like the Muppets. I like puppetry. Listen, I just binged all of the series of like the series version of Dark Crystal on Netflix. I like puppets, okay, y'all? Like, let's be clear about that. I am a fan of puppets. Also, Dark Crystal is really good. So
Dark Crystal is really good. What somebody said brought up the Clone Wars. To be honest, like the Clone Wars animated series, is what I would put after Rogue One in my favorite like visual universes. I would say like the original trilogy in that order: Rogue One, then the Clone Wars, then I would go to the Force Awakens. I go to the Force Awakens.
I like the Force Awakens.
I love the Force Awakens. I thought it did everything that we want a Star Wars movie to do. I think the Last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker kind of fell into that middle ground, and then I would still put the prequels after all of that. But I think the Clone Wars are worth mentioning because that animated series is so fucking good.
Oh shit, I haven't watched that either. There's so much like this is the thing where like I get very overwhelmed by something that has so much content. But yeah, that's something that I want to get into. I want to get into all of the, because I haven't seen any of the, like, I mean, obviously there's the movies, but you know, I wasn't even thinking about that until you mentioned the animated series. Like, there's so much of these worlds. And I used to have, like, back when, before any of the prequels came out, I had like books. I had like chapter books. When I was a kid, I had chapter books of like A New Hope and like with like little every chapter had a little illustration, and like I remember reading it, and it got really into, I specifically remember the chapter book that was about the first part of New Hope, where it was Luke with his racer and like Uncle Ben, and or no, wait, is that right? Yeah. Oh my God, it's been so long. Like having, like, being on this desert planet and like his small world within that, and this chapter book was like literally just about that. Like it didn't even go into when he started to be a Jedi and training, and like it was just like just that bit, and it was whiny Luke. And it's like, it's also, I think that's interesting. I mentioned before, like, Mark Hamill, I love him. And a lot of like the reasons why people don't like Mark Hamill, the way that he portrayed Luke, is because he was directed to do it that way. And that is the character of Luke. Like Luke is meant to be kind of like he's a farm boy, like he doesn't know anything. He's very like ambitious, but he doesn't really know what to do with that ambition because he doesn't know anything. Like, I don't know. I think like there's so much around the whole world of Star Wars. That's like,
I'm always kind of amazed by
it gets kind of overwhelming to like get into a, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. Because that's the thing. Like my love of Star Wars came from, I loved the, and this is just, this isn't what you have to love or whatever. I'm just talking off the cuff. Like I've been a Star Wars fan my entire like childhood life. I don't know. Like I've always loved Star Wars, and like whenever I see the bad reviews or the cultural like confusion, I'm like, why did I like it? What did I like about it? I question myself, and it's like, I don't know. I loved the characters. I loved the communication between them. Like I loved the writing, even though, let's be real, George Lucas writes some dialogue that's like, it's like nobody says that, nobody talks that way.
Nobody says these things.
Space opera, and it was fun, and it was like goofy and kind of silly. You know, you had a scoundrel, you had a good old farm boy, you had a princess. Like that is a classic triumvirate of characters that just made sense. So I don't know, like I sometimes, especially with the new movies, and I'm not gonna go out on a ledge and say like they're great. Like I think they were good, but I think the expectations have gotten so far out of line, because it's like, well, like all we ever wanted of this was like a cool space drama. We wanted a cool space opera where there were cool people doing cool things. And like in the recent trilogy, like Poe, Finn, Rey, like you know, they're cool characters doing cool things. It could have been better written. It could have had better design, but I don't know. That's what I love about Star Wars. I just want to see like a cool lightsaber battle and like some people like giving witty one-liners.
Yeah. I mean, I like it as like a, I think that Star Wars does a good job of creating a story arc. Like sometimes it really, the characters kind of get lost a little bit sometimes, but the story arc is always there, and like the kind of allegory factor is there. And if you want to find a character arc, it is there. It's just like not prominent. I think that it does a really good job of that. And also I have to look up because Joe said Uncle Ben was Spider-Man, which I know it was, but what was Luke's uncle's name? Because that was his uncle.
No, that was his uncle. It was also the uncle of Spider-Man.
His name was Ben, right?
Yes. Wait, no.
No. Wait. Okay, I have to know. I have to know, guys. I have to know. You don't remember. It's it's such a small detail. No one knows. Wait, okay. New Hope.
Uncle Owen? Owen.
Owen. Why do they still have the name Owen in Space Age? I understand Ben, it's one syllable. I don't know, man. It doesn't feel right to me. I understand it's Ben is Obi-Wan.
Well, no, Ben Kenobi is old Ben Kenobi. Yeah.
Ben Kenobi. Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's why I was confused. I forgot.
Well, look, anybody that wants to play the like, oh, you don't get to talk about Star Wars. You got a fact wrong. Hey, everybody.
Listen, I told you. I told you I don't know all the things, but I did this. So aren't you pleased with me?
No, old Ben was Obi-Wan.
Old Ben was Obi-Wan. Yes. Okay, listen, it's been a while. It's been a while. All right. Those are old movies.
It's okay to forget the Uncle Owen moment for a moment.
Listen, I remember the things that happened. I don't remember everyone's name.
Well,
that is what I am in life too.
We're here. This is one of those things, like, I've been a fan of Star Wars for my entire life, but the amount of like, you can't be a fan of Star Wars unless you know everything ish in the community is so gross to me. It's like, I don't like, have you seen the movies? You like them? Like, even in the most recent movies, like, you see so much hatred, and there was so much like, I think we got cheated out of a better final film in the trilogy because so many people were trying to appease the angry internet people. It's like, like I don't know. I love Star Wars. I have since I was a kid, but like, I also always felt like I wasn't allowed to because I was assigned female at birth. I was always under the impression that it was not, as I had to know everything or I could know nothing because of that and because of people that act that way. So it's okay if you like want to like say the facts, but also like there's no entry guideline for enjoying Star Wars. Did you watch it and you liked it? Great, you're a fan.
I mean, yeah, honestly, with anything that I like, I don't remember everyone's name. That's just a fact of me. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't like, and I'm like, I'm really, really a fan of Steven Universe. I think that's the thing that I know the most about, and I don't remember all of the gems names. Even I can talk about them. I can talk about scenes. I can talk about particular things, but I don't remember everybody's names. That's just the thing with me. I don't remember names. But yeah, no hate. Just like, I don't remember names. Sorry, guys. Also, I am not that knowledgeable. Because there is so much. There's just so much. There's so much, and there's so many things that any of us can be interested in any given time. You know,
yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think, and I feel like most people get that. Like, most fans,
yeah, for sure,
enjoy just other people knowing about their shit. There are always those people, and like, honestly, like, it's nothing new. It's nothing revolutionary. I feel like that's one of those topics that, as much as it's been something I've loved my entire life, I have had the most concerns with talking about Star Wars in adult life.
Right, I'm afraid. Like, that's why at the beginning of this, I was like, I'm afraid to say anything. I don't want to say the wrong thing. But anyway, but I do. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I mean, it's silly. Like we're happy to have you all watching us, and
yeah,
none of us are pointing at any of you. You all are fine, but like, this is a normal thing. Like, this is the thing that I think happens in fandom far too often, where you're afraid of actually enjoying something because you think people are going to call you out, and if you know every aspect of it, and it's just so silly because ultimately what do we want? We want the people that make the things we love to like have success and proliferate in those things. So like calm down, just like enjoy what you like, but also leave room for other people to enjoy things you like.
Yeah,
It's not that hard. It's
For
not that hard.
sure. I like this question that is kind of going back to the puppets. Is what who would Miss Piggy play?
Well, Miss Piggy,
She would definitely want to play Leia because it's the lead.
she is Leia though.
She is Leia, or yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say she would want to play either Leia or Padme. They're both badasses.
Well, but Padme is a bit like Padme is kind of a victim of her circumstance. I feel like Leia takes control of hers.
Yeah,
So I think Miss Piggy is definitely a Leia because Miss Piggy is the
definitely.
queen and Leia is the ultimate queen. I have a
Yeah.
question. This is to because I don't know. I loved Holdo, but I kind of wish that Holdo's death had been Leia's death because I think that would have been the most badass way for Leia to go out, to be like, I'm gonna just destroy this ship with me. But no, Leia is definitely Miss Piggy.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see any other questions?
Somebody brought up Rick and Morty. I love Rick and Morty, and it's something that I got shamed out of enjoying Rick and Morty. So it's because I've taken some steps away from the cosplay community because for reasons. But one of the things that pissed me off the most was that like there was this like adamant hatred towards anybody that like liked Rick and Morty that I didn't really get, because I think if you think that Rick is the hero, you have a problem. You need to work around that.
He's an anti-hero.
Dan Harmon is not writing it that way. They're not right. Like nobody is writing it that way. And also, if you enjoy something, it's no reason to deserve hate. Like I got hate cosplaying as Rick, even though I understood that Rick wasn't a hero. And that was kind of one of those moments when I'm like, I think the cosplay community doesn't get that like sometimes you just like a character, it doesn't mean you want to like.
Doesn't make any sense. Like doesn't like people cosplay evil characters all the time.
Yeah.
Like I mean like that's just part of literature in general.
Well, and it's like I think it's okay to like enjoy the narratives of I mean, there's a whole class of characters like Rick from Rick and Morty, like BoJack from BoJack Horseman. Like they're characters that you're not supposed to love, you're not supposed to look up to them, but you can learn something from. And I think that like too often we villainize these people to the point where Liz, did you mean to call me? Oh, maybe she did mean to call me. Maybe she meant to call me because her internet crashed.
Hey, sorry. That thing that my computer's been doing where it breaks, it just did that just now. It was doing real good. So I didn't want it to leave you hanging.
Okay, well, we're still live. So, okay, I'm going to hang up and I guess finish up with people.
Am I just like frozen on there?
Yeah, you're frozen on there.
Okay, I'll try to reboot. I'll try to reboot my computer, but I don't think it's gonna.
All right. Well, you try to get online. No, you do you. I don't know if you can re-enter this chat the way that I just let me know, but I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna give like a couple minutes to answer questions, and if we're done, we're done. But if not, we're good. So just get back online if you can.
I'm so sorry.
No worries. Me. All right. Let's see. Any questions? But you can cosplay as a villain or NPC. There's no, yeah, don't know. I think it's fine to cosplay as whoever you want. Like, I don't know. It's a weird thing that we do where we assume morality in a character that you want to dress up as. Like, I agree with the assertion that they're a bad like. I guess I should just come clean. Like, I like Tyler Durden. I like the Joker. I like Rick. I like characters that are a bit off center from morality, but I don't like them because I think they're good guys. I think they're important character studies. So I don't know. I think you can find a middle ground between like liking a character and not necessarily. Sorry, Liz is still trying to figure out her volume. You can like a character and still not necessarily idolize them, because none of these are good people you should try to be. All right. All right, where are we at? Question wise. Gonna hit up some of y'all with responses. Oh. Yes, the Luke, that's a clone of Luke. I appreciate you, Drew, for all of your facts. I don't know. I'm curious. Like, let's just figure her shit out. Like, but let's. She. What was the most challenging cosplay for you to love? All right. So the septum piercing I got about a year and a half ago. I thought it grew over, but it didn't. So it was still there. As far as the most challenging cosplay I've done, gosh. I think this is personal because this is not like in line with what people are. I've when I got back into cosplay, and to be fair, like I should say this, like I got back into cosplay in like my early 30s because I was just too broke and like was working like 50, 60 hours a week before that, like to do cosplay. It was always something I wanted to get back to. So I kind of got back to it when I was like older and like had the ability to. And I was sort of all over the place. And one thing that I found really quickly was that I liked cosplaying as men and I didn't really like cosplaying as women. So cosplaying as women was something that was like really difficult for me. I thought it was just like fine. It was like trial by error, a thing that I figured out. And I specifically was Misato, because Misato was my favorite character from Neon Genesis Evangelion. I love her. And I cosplayed as her and I did the character, like I styled the wig, I had the dress, I had everything right. And it was hard for me because I was like, I love this character, but I don't love walking around as a woman. So I don't know. As far as like what character was the hardest, I did her justice, but it was not like what I was expecting from that. And that taught me a lot. I want to cosplay, but I have trouble with body image. Any advice? Yeah. Here's the thing. One of the reasons that I don't want to be a hypocrite, I shy away from the cosplay community is because even when I think like, I don't even say like my body's in a good place. Like I've heard too often people say like, oh, you can cosplay this character so well because your body is right for them. And I hate that because for me as like, you know, I've talked openly on the podcast as like an eating disorder survivor. Like I don't want to be told that my body is a certain way and that it's good if it's that way. I hate that. And that's been one of the reasons that I've pulled away from cosplay in the past, is because even if it's positive, even if it's people telling me, oh, you're so good for this character, it still relates back to my body. And I think that's fucking garbage. I think that's bullshit. You should cosplay any character you feel connected to. Because we're none of it actually matters. None of it actually applies to your happiness. Your happiness will come from like doing a character that you love. People that might step in and be like, oh, you represent that person, or oh, you don't. Like you have to learn to filter those people out, because even for someone that gets it positively, you never know when like the positive comments are negative. So like, don't even like do who you want to do, and you will find people that support you correctly. Like it is kind of a wild world. Like I'm saying this as somebody like hesitantly, like I stepped back from cosplay because too many people commented on my body too often, and it made me feel weird. Um, but I don't think that you should back off from that. I just think you should be ready for the fact that people do it, and it sucks. It's shitty. I don't want to be told that I can't cosplay this or that I should cosplay this because of my body. And I hate that people do it, and it makes me feel insane. All right. Thank you. My eyebrows are all right. No, I did not have the Septimate PodCon. I got it done about a year ago. Am I working on cosplay now? Well, now out because everything is closed down. I think for how I cosplay, it's actually better. Because to me, when I got into the cosplay world, and here's the full story. So I always wanted to cosplay, but pretty much from the time I worked in restaurants throughout college, and I worked full time afterwards. I just never had money or time through most of my 20s. That kind of bums me out, but that's the truth. Like I didn't have time for hobbies. I didn't have money. So it was really not until like my late 20s, early 30s that I could afford to even like go to a con or like have cosplays be a thing. And I feel like I'm kind of like making up for like lost time, but in a community that's not really aged appropriately for me, being like old as shit. so so I always try to like I try to accept, part of me tries to accept that I missed my prime time in that, and part of me tries to like be like, well, I want to do the cosplays that I want to do, but I also have kind of like, I was working through most of those years that I could have been a bigger part of that community. Like, and even now, like it's hard for me to take off to do it. So I don't know. Like I have a lot of cosplays that like I want to do, but there's always just surviving that comes into play. And I think that's an important, like too many people get judged for like not being able to have like the most work or the most effort, and for some of us it's just a fun thing that we do that like lets us let off steam for a weekend, and we don't necessarily need to be held against like high craft standards. I don't know, I want to do that, but I just can't always. All right, what other thing? All right, I'm looking at some of your. I agree. I think that one of my favorite things is that, and this is true, Taz cosplayers are some of the favorite, like my favorite people that I've met, and I don't, they just, whether they know me or I just usually am approaching them, and like usually they like, even when I tell them like, no, I'm Taylor Smurl, I just want to take a picture and send it to my brother-in-law, they're like, okay. But Taz, I think Taz has, because of its ambiguity with how the main character should look, it's invited a kind of cosplay that I think actually should be how we all look at cosplay. Like, interpretation is beautiful. Like, creation is beautiful. And I think that so many Taz cosplayers just embrace, like, I took this character in my own department and I did what I could. I think that's beautiful. So I don't know. I love seeing that like Taz cosplayers are here or talking about it, because Taz cosplay I think is super cool. I think they do a unique thing that's all them. Is Oh, I cosplayed Taylor's Tiefling character from the donor app. Is that you? I don't want to blow your spot, but I know you. You cosplayed my Tiefling character. So just thank you. If I have the chance to say thank you for that, I just want to. When I think that there should be more, like, cosplay is such a, like, that was one of those things, like, if I'm honest, like, I got into cosplay, and one of the things, even when it was good, people saying like, oh, you have the perfect body for that character, you have the perfect, like, build for that character. Because, and I've been honest about this on Still Buff, like, I've had an eating disorder, like, that was so triggering to me to think that I had to be one certain body. Like, I'm so like we should, like, let's just love what we love, and like love the characters we love, and present those visuals, and just anybody that holds you like the, like, to you're the best at this, or you represent this the most, I think that idea is very damaging. I think that idea is very, like, it means that one person does it best out of all of us, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I think we should all, I want to get back into cosplay, but I have to recognize that there are things about it that I'm like, I don't want to talk about my body. I just want to, like have you talk about my wig and like my makeup, and like not about the things that I can't control. I don't know. I'm gonna just looking at what you guys are saying, because I need to figure out where Liz is. Okay, Liz can't get back on because her face can't recognize her purchase. All right. Well, okay. I'm gonna hang out for another couple minutes, and then I'm gonna sign off here. But I will definitely answer some more questions, and we will see Liz next week when we get back online. Oh, that's Liz.
Hey, I'm sorry. I haven't really been able to get my computer situation working again.
Well, that's all right, Liz. I'm still talking to the people. So, do you want to try to get back on, or what do you feel?
I'm trying, but my computer is not working. I don't have another computer
All right,
now.
that's okay. Well, how about I'll wrap this up. It's cool. I'll do this.
I mean, if you want to point me at the monitor, and I'll say goodbye with you if you're wrapping up.
Well, I'm not quite yet. I'm still answering some questions, but
okay.
Yeah.
No, totally. I'm so sorry. If you get a beep, it's my computer freaking out.
All right. Well, let's touch base in like a minute. All right, because I'm gonna end this soon. We're
Okay.
winding down.
If you want to call me to say goodbye.
All right, I will.
I'm so sorry.
No worries. It happens. Totally fine. Right. Okay. All right. Well, Liz is having problems, and that's understandable. Okay. Let me look at your questions. If it's really in their 30s and still active in cosplay, just ignored. Yeah. Has anyone ever done a still buffering cosplay? We've talked about that. Okay. Oh. I need to scroll down. All right. Okay. Tay, do you hear about Hank going to a show after your pilot intro and saying he was more drunk than he is normally? I don't know what that means. Oh, was that after our initial episode? Is that what you're talking about, Joe? That's funny. That would be accurate. We did the initial episode of Neath the Boozecast did happen with Hank Green. So that is possible. Maybe he was drunk. We drank one drink together, to be fair. Okay. All right. Where else do you have? All right, I'm gonna take a few more questions and then we're gonna get out of here because hey, Liz is locked out, figuring out her internet, no worries. But I still want to, I appreciate that all of you are here and any other questions you have, I will answer it now. The whole point of cosplay is to become someone else. Who would stick to being someone who we look like normally? I agree. I agree with that. I'm a POC and aware that any cosplay I try won't work. No. You absolutely should. And fuck anybody that would make you feel any other way. Because, hey, you know what's true? None of us are the characters we pretend to be. Like, I want to see your cosplay. Cosplay is fun when it's different, when it's new. Like, I don't know. Don't ever anybody would make you feel shitty about being a character. I mean, look at me right now. Hi, I'm Han Solo. It's one of my favorite characters. I'm a little femme. Like, I've had so many people tell me not to do this cosplay, like being negative about this cosplay because I'm not like a muscular middle-aged man. I don't care. I love the character. Like, who cares? And you should, like, life is short. Do your thing, and anybody that gives you shit, because people will, because people are shit and they'll give you shit. But like, roll up to me and all of us and we'll have your back because I want you, Anusha Dior, I want you to do your cosplays the way you want to. I want you to do the costumes you want to do. Please do them and fuck anybody that tells you otherwise. Please. Anything you can recommend to younger cosplayers? So younger cosplayers, I think parents, it's important to be a part of younger cosplayers. I don't know. I mean, I'm just like, help them like feel out what they want to do, but also be there with them. Don't put them out on their own because I don't know. One of my first memories of going to a con was like Otakon and like probably like 98, 99. And my dad brought me and my best friend, and like that was important. I think really just like listening to them and hearing what they need. I'm not gonna tell you what to do or not to do, but you could definitely like be a good parent and just listen and just tell them like how you feel and be there for them. My dad sat in like a weird, like a booth that was showing a lot of porno anime and just sat there while we were buying shit on the dealer's floor. And, you know, that meant a lot to me that he was just going to find a place to be that we could like come find him. So I don't know, like you can. All right, anything else? Can you do a Grenadine episode? Yes, we can do a Grenadine episode. I think we talked about it in the past, but we can definitely do one that's a bit more inclusive about more episodes or more recipes with Grenadine. All right. I'm gonna look at these last few questions and then I'm going to sign off here. We have not considered starting Discord. I don't actually know what that means. I'm old. I don't know. Somebody help me. Tell me if that's a good thing. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going to close out here. If any of you have any last minute questions, hit me up now. But if not, I will see you next Saturday or next Friday for we'll be talking about Liz is trying to get back online, but we're gonna be done. So we will be back here on Friday to do some mezcal cocktails for you, and then the following night we actually don't have plans, so we get to do something fun. So, all right, we will see. Thank you all so much for joining in. Thank you for coming through. Okay, thank you for all the information about Discord, because hey, we're old and we need that. All right, I've been Taylor Smurl. Liz has been Liz, but Liz had to sign off. So we will see you all next week. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you have any questions or comments about the drinks, just hit us up. We will answer. All right. Thank you all so much. Mezcal recommendation. Usually the Vita. Usually Vita Mezcal is what we go to. It's easy to find. Ilegal Mezcal is another one that I love. But yeah, those are both like price comfortable boozes. All right.